Hello everyone, and welcome to Witch Hollow Homestead. Today I am going to continue processing all of these potatoes that I harvested from our 3 gardens. In total, we got about 70 pounds of potatoes, which is really exciting. My previous video, I showed you how I make steak fries and home fries. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to can some of these potatoes. This is my first time I am canning potatoes. From what I've read, they make really delicious fried potatoes and wonderful mashed potatoes. And all you have to do is drain the water off, heat them up, and mash them. So let's get started. I picked some of my larger potatoes here for this because I need to scrub the skins really well, and then I'm going to need to peel them. Normally, I don't peel our potatoes when I make mashed potatoes, but in this case, for the canning recipe, you do need to peel them, and I didn't want to try to do that on teeny tiny little potatoes. You're going to see me in the background a little bit. I have my pressure canner pot on the stove with a little splash of vinegar and my water in it. I am going to slowly heat that just so it's slightly warm when I go to add the hot jars in, because we are going to be hot packing these potatoes today. I also have another large pot of water on the stove. I'm going to bring that to a boil, and I'm going to have to blanch the potatoes first, and then I can put them in the jars and put boiling water on them. So I have a couple of pots going. I don't like to waste any veggie scraps, so I am peeling our potatoes and putting the skins in a bag so that I can use in veggie broth later in the year. I'm cutting the potatoes into nice little wedges, not real tiny like home fries, a little bit bigger than that, but I want to make sure that they cook well and that they all fit in the jars. So I have my pot of boiling water in the front that I'm going to be using to blanch the potatoes, and then I have a pot on the back that has boiled water in it that is still at a low boil, and I'm going to be using that water to put in the jars. So I'm going to take these potatoes, put them in boiling water, and let them boil for 2 minutes. The 2 minutes are up. I'm going to remove my potatoes and put them right into my jars. I am going to be adding 1 teaspoon of salt to each quart-sized jar. And as you could see, I was pressing some of the potatoes down. It's because I don't want them floating, and I also want to leave myself an inch of headspace to add the boiling water into the jar. The last thing I want to do before I put my lid on is just make sure I get all of the hidden air bubbles out from underneath. And I like to use a chopstick. I know that there's bubble poppers or whatever they're called. That might not be the right name. But I find a chopstick works really well because it's nice and narrow, and I can easily get in there and move everything around. Now that I have a couple of jars ready, I'm going to wipe the rim with a paper towel that has some distilled white vinegar on. Then I'll be adding my lid and rings. Rings should go on finger tight. Now that all my jars are in the pressure canner, we're going to get the lid on and bring this up to temperature. Once steam starts coming out of the vent, I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to put my 10-pound jiggler on. And then once the jiggler goes off, I am going to pressure can these quart-sized jars for 40 minutes. Please keep in mind, this is per our elevation and we are under 1,000 feet. Once the 40 minutes are up, I turned off my heat, allowed the pressure to come down to 0, then I removed my jiggler and allowed all the steam to come out of the vent before I start opening the lid. And when I do take the lid off, I'll take it off relatively slowly, just so that it's not a shock to the jars with the cooler air that goes rushing inside the pot. And here we have it, pressure canned potatoes in a jar. I'm really excited to try these as mashed potatoes to make a quick dinner one night. Thank you so much for joining me today at Witch Hollow Homestead. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. Happy homesteading!